Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I have a bit of a distressed squirrel outside. He was out there, it's 12:21. Now I know he was out there at 11:23 because I recorded him. But as soon as I went out past the gate, he was quiet. I managed to find him though, he's in the tree. He was making this sound. I was sitting there, I was like, what is that noise? I thought, first of all, that Tia might have caught a bird and it was in distress. So I went out there and it's a bloody squirrel. So I did take a video. And then it was lovely and sunny. Like really lovely and sunny. So hot. And then it's just teemed down with rain. It stopped raining now. I went out there again to look at the rain. I thought he had gone, but I could still hear him in the tree. And then I just heard him now pipe up again. So we have a squirrel in the tree. I can show you the sunny version. Okay, let me have a look. Okay. So this was taken at 11:23 today and it's 12:23 right now. So an hour ago. Listen to this, guys. I've never heard anything like it, and it's a squirrel. He's in this tree. Look how lovely and sunny it is. You want to see the next? He stopped. He's in that tree though. Still in that tree. Okay, and that was taken at 12:08 and it's 12:24 now. The rain has stopped. What's with the squirrel? Okay, well, we're going to do just a general check-in. I've got the Tarot of Desires. I've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And we have Daily Guidance from Your Angels. I'm going to pull one of these. These thirsty? Who's thirsty? It's the squirrel thirsty. I don't know what he wants. I don't know if he's injured. He was just kind of like clinging onto the trunk of the tree. He didn't dart off. He's like hanging on for dear life. Anyway, I don't know much about squirrels. I don't often see them. They are around, but perfect timing. I did feel like it was a bit of a call. Like I had to go out and investigate, and then once I turned the camera on, I realised, well, as I was just about to turn the camera on, he had stopped squawking. It sounds like he's squawking. Anyway. Oh, we have rain again. Okay. And then I went onto the weather, like the app for the weather, and everywhere it's just like did lines. There's no information for any weather here or around the world on my app. So you make sense of that. Look how dark it is. I've even got the light on. Okay. I can see. We've got to listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Well, I did. To the point where I had to get up and see what it was because it felt like it was a message. Okay. Delivered by a squirrel. We're going to get one more. Daily Guidance. Joy. And straight away, joy for me shouts to Divine Feminine. That's like her name. Her energy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. One more. Giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, it's our life purpose we're looking at. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. That's interesting because when I was sitting here before, when he started to like pipe up, I always sit, go into my quiet space, listen, and my mantra is, how may I serve? How may I be of service today? What is my purpose here? And that's to spread love and joy to all. Okay. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Okay, thank you for the reminder, Mr. Squirrel. That's that. So it's really pay attention to the signs, what you're hearing. You're not hearing things. Okay. Well, that's thrown me because I do not have a clue, apart from Mr. Squirrel, as to what the story is going to be today. So we're going to use the Tarot of Desires. Okay, you can find Anna over at Soul Embrace Intuition. And here are her deck of cards. Let's get the words out, Lucy. Okay, so the lovely Anna. Haven't seen Anna for a while. Anna, how are you doing? Maybe I need to go over and check out your channel. See what you've been up to. Okay. Let's have a look into the Tarot of Desires. Seven of Swords. The Empress. Wow, Divine Feminine, you're really coming out here. As in, you've been relaxing, resting, sitting in your Empress energy, serving a purpose. Nine of Wands. You feel relieved. Or, whose arse are you kissing? Kiss my arse. That's a karmic energy. Ooh, we've got a karmic energy here on the table. You feel relieved. I'm not sure though. It was like, I can't think of the word. It was like being exhausted but aspirated. I don't know what this word is that wants to come out. I thought it started with an E, but it's like aspirated. Not aspirated. Well, okay, come back. What's going on here? Listen to that rain. I'm not going to find it there. Oh, okay, maybe. Aspirated. What does it mean? What happens when you aspirate? Aspiration means you're breathing foreign objects into your airway. Seriously? Usually it's food, saliva or stomach. And then ... Aspiration is when something you swallow goes down the wrong way and enters your airway or lungs. It can also happen when something goes back into your throat from your stomach, but your airway isn't completely blocked. Unlike with choking, people who have a hard time swallowing are more likely to aspirate. What causes aspiration? I don't know this word, guys. It was just a word that was coming through. Causes, usually when a person eats or drinks, the food or liquid moves from the mouth into the throat and down through the, come on, I can't say this word, esophagus or food pipe into the stomach. Pulmonary aspiration occurs when the substance accidentally passes into the windpipe and lungs instead of the, I don't know that word. What to do if someone is aspirating? What to do if aspiration is suspected? Any choking incident can put someone at risk for aspirating. If someone chokes, encourage them to spit out any food or beverage remaining in their mouth. If someone is coughing, encourage them to keep coughing, as this may clear the material from their airway. Shit, guys, what are we tapping into here? Because there's a karmic energy that's on the scene. I can see this. And this karmic energy was the one who was saying, kiss my ass, to the Divine Feminine. I felt there was a relief, but then aspiration come through. Now we've picked up on giving and receiving it. Receiving it talks about your inhalations and your exhalations. So the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. So take on those tips that I just gave about if you suspect aspiration. Breathing, to cough it out. Interesting. I felt like it was toxic. Very toxic. Because then we have, I'm going to show you these cards. I feel like someone's trying to throw you off of your life purpose, Divine Feminine. Okay, and it's a karmic energy here. Justice is the underlying energy. See those scales there, although I feel it looks like it's a feminine squatting to have a pee, if you look from her. She's got this whip here. It doesn't feel a very feminine illustration. She's got a whip. This is what we need to have a listen out for. Life purpose, listen, joy, giving and receiving. So you could be receiving some toxic energies your way. Seven of Swords. That is the card of deceit and envy. But you, I feel that's you, Divine Feminine. No, I'm not sure now. Because I'm looking at these gatherers. This karmic energy, I felt it was a Divine Feminine, like in her joy energy. So, like she was relaxing, chillaxing. And there's jealousy here that's coming. But I'm actually picking up now, this is the karmic energy. She's got these, they're not rose tinted glasses, okay? Yeah, it's like a dark red eyes, evil. Glasses under, well, what's going on underneath there? Why is she hiding her eyes? And why is she collecting those swords? And who are those people that are encouraging her? Encouraging her to be toxic for revenge. There's plotting going on here, guys. The Empress. Yeah, okay, you're ready. So the Divine Feminine, you've got your legs crossed here. It's like, come on, it's like, bring it on then. I'm up for a challenge. Let's see how we handle this. Breathing techniques. Especially if you come over a little bit panicky. So it's not the same as choking, but it feels like something's been blocked. Doesn't feel a very nice energy. I was picking up on that a while ago. Well, not that long ago, a couple of weeks. I felt like someone was being choked, like their windpipe was being stopped. I do feel like someone might want to take the Divine Feminine out here and fight. It's either to give you a good thrashing. I'm feeling more it's verbal. Tongue lashing. They won't be able to actually come near you physically, okay? You're a Divine Feminine. They won't even be able to step into your sphere, okay, of influence. But they might try. So they won't be able to physically touch you, Okay, you're a divine being. But it feels like there's other ways that they might try and get to you, and there's a tongue lashing here coming. So this feminine might be plotting. She's like, kiss my ass. So she's going to try and take you down, divine feminine. Why do I feel it could be gossip? Slander. It's definitely someone trying to take you off of your life purpose. So it's the kind of thing where letting all your secrets or saying things about you, that whether or not they're true or not, they feel as if this is going to have like an impact on your future. More for them. Because the divine feminine sits in her truth. There's nothing to hide. Bring it all up, and the divine feminine will explain it all. That's what you're up against when you're up against the divine feminine. She's done the work. This karmic hasn't done the work. Doesn't even know what doing work is on themselves, as in personal development. We are not ashamed of our pasts. We are not ashamed of our past actions, what we've done. We will apologise. We have forgiven ourselves. And the test is, do we forgive others for their malicious, narcissistic behaviour, knowing that they're just not awake? Wow. Divine Feminine's like, well, let's see how this turns out then. Because this is the Empress up against a lady who feels that she's going to bring justice. She's not a lady, really. She might have her girly friends with her. They're not ladies either. They're girls. Not very ladylike. They're going to try and bring in their own justice here. Wow. The karmic tries to deliver karma. Let's see how that works out. And it does look like it's something nasty. You're protected here, Divine Feminine. That's why you can go, phew, you can't get to me. But the next card, the Three of Swords. So this feminine really is going to try and break your heart. Divine Feminine, this karmic energy. I feel she's going to do her best to make things very dark and heavy. I'm actually feeling she may tell you things about your divine masculine that, whether they're lies or not, it doesn't matter. You know the true essence of your divine masculine. And you would have been in your own karmic relationships as well. So you get to understand that how you behave with your divine counterpart is not really how you behave like when you're around others. So don't let this disturb you, because this feminine is very disturbed. You're going to have to practice on your breathing. You're going to have to breathe out all that toxicity. Because we have a feminine here, she's a fool. It's like, kiss my ass. So I'll bring it here then, and I'll give it a little kiss, a little smack as well. I always send you out the gate. They can't face you. Why can't they face you? Because they're actually intimidated by you, Divine Feminine. It's the weekend. And this is the kind of energy that the Divine Masculines have to escape from. These are the kind of people that they're wrapped up with. Wrapped up in situations. Oh, the Divine Masculine knows. This is the Divine Masculine, I feel. First of all, I felt, now normally the Magician, it can be used for black magic, okay, and it does look a bit like that, doesn't it? But if the Divine Masculine's got wind of this, because we do have a masculine here who's sitting with the life purpose, the contract. I actually feel the Divine Masculine, he's like, there's a circle there, if you want to, is it a circle? I think it's a pentagon. Pentagon. It's got 5 sides, so it's a pentagon. And it's his protective circle here. There's a masculine, feminine keys. And I feel the divine masculine needs to protect. I feel he's used to this kind of behaviour. I actually feel like he's stepping up. He wants to protect the divine feminine. Especially if this karmic energy is gossiping, slandering. She might even be trying to threaten the divine masculine on what her actions are going to be towards the divine feminine. Someone's sharpening their knife here, guys. Looks like they're getting ready for a nice Sunday roast. What's on the menu? Well, we've got the divine feminine. The divine feminine will eat this karmic up for dinner. If she dared to get that close. Instead, this is just a... it's like follow those butterflies into your new direction. Kiss my ass. It's too funny. It's not very ladylike at all. Okay. Let's have a look at the divine feminine. I feel that is you sitting here. The song that's coming through is Sting and the Police. I will wait for you. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm on the fields of barley. The fields of barley. As we walk in fields of gold. So it feels very much like the divine masculine. He is wanting, I feel, to be with the divine feminine, this karmic energy. She definitely has wind of it. The King of Wands, you can see, I feel that this is him saying goodbye to this karmic energy. I'm picking up on the hair colour here. A blonde, a dumb blonde. That's how the divine masculine views this feminine, a dumb blonde. In comparison to the divine feminine. So it's like the masculine has to say goodbye. I don't know what this feminine is trying to hold on. She could be trying. She's got some kinky red boots on here. I felt like she's trying to better herself. She wants to be like the divine feminine, but she's not. And she never will be. Nine of Wands with the Three of Swords. So, the Three of Swords. This is the masculine wanting to make sweet music with the divine feminine. You can see here. Nine of Wands, a heavy burdens being carried. But I feel the masculine's protecting the divine feminine from this. What's this feminine in the background got brewing up? There's black candles, there's some kind of brew going on here. And interesting, I felt like the black candles were kind of like the friends of this karmic. They're all adding to it. Feels like some very dark magic going on here, guys. To try to break hearts. Divine feminine's most definitely. Divine masculine, I feel he's dripping in this poison. It's interesting because the divine counterparts are starting to speak up. I did say, maybe last month, about what the next big story was going to be, and I believe it's going to be Twin Flames. It's going to be this counterpart connection, divine counterpart connection. And it's out there. Celebrities are now speaking up. There's movies being made about it. There's books that have been wrote about it, and also magazines. Top magazines are getting their hands onto the story. Interviews are being had out there about what is Twin Flames. What is this divine connection? And this is when we're going to feel the most karmic pressure that comes in. Okay, because I know I've been helping you guys like for the last 2.5 years prepare for this. We've been preparing for this. Are you prepared to actually know what's entailed with this connection? Or what comes in tow with it? Well, we have the Three of Swords. It's not a good card, guys. I wanted something happier on my table today. The Two of Chalices, Two of Cups. Look at all this rain. There's poison pouring down on the connection. It's because of this connection's underground, really. It's a bit like tarot. When tarot first came out, especially the Rider-Waite tarot, okay? Like the traditional, original deck that was out there. It was sent underground because it looked at as being like witchcraft. Because the stories were too accurate, a bit scary. So it was pushed underground. And now tarot's back. And people are using it as a divination message. But they use it for connection to spirit, to the divine, for guidance. And it feels like this connection here, it's like it's wanting to come up, but it's still being pushed underground. It's like he's hit that brick wall. Taking it out onto the pavement. I mean, this feels very much like brawling in the streets. Brawling? Brawling. And then we have a feminine. A fool. Who's really saying, you know, kiss my ass. Look at the butterflies here. They're ascending. And I said she wasn't really looking at the divine feminine, but she's looking at their future. Like she knows that this is life-changing for the two of them. Jealousy, envy. She's not going to like that. It's like what's she got in her bag there? A bag of tricks. Who's actually dangling that bag? Seeing as both her hands are on her arse. And what's with the rose on the arse? That's a bit tacky, isn't it? What's your judgment? Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh. Tacky tattoos. You can't beat them, can you? That's for people who don't put any thought into their tattoos and just go, you know, I just want a tattoo, and they just get anything done. It's like, yeah, you got to think about that. Oh dear. You got to live with it. Wow, we do have to live with some things forever. And Eight of Pentacles, a masculine here, wanting to be with the divine feminine. He's actually wanting to woo the divine feminine. He's in love. Romance. Oh, this is lovely, look. I feel like when the divine masculine and divine feminine are together, why does it look like they're offering this feminine a real rose? It's like here. It feels very much like a rose you would like throw onto a coffin. So once the divine masculine and divine feminine are together, this energy will not be able to affect them. It's just actually getting the divine masculine and divine feminine together. Queen of Pentacles. This is a wife energy. This isn't the divine feminine, I don't feel, in this instance. I actually feel, because of the threats of this karmic energy, I'm very undecided whether or not this is the divine feminine or if this is the karmic energy. Because I feel she's really trying to be a bit of a copycat. But you can't force something, and you can't make something that it's not. And a divine counterpart is one soul split in two. Or the same soul, just in two bodies. I don't really know what to say. Good luck in the next incarnation. The thing is that the karmic energy will have her true match as well. She will attract what she is. Which, if the divine masculine here, it looks like he's ready to kind of sign away his life, whether that's to this karmic or to his life purpose, to divine. He's done the work, which means he won't be in vibrational alignment with this feminine. And if she does the work, then she will have her own divine counterpart who will be doing the work as well, and they will be a perfect match. But I felt here as if it was the masculine kind of, is this feminine got him begging? Like, you got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? All these threats. And there's a protective energy here. And what's coming through is rejection is a form of protection. So this could explain a lot as to why the divine masculine rejected you, divine feminine, to protect you from this karmic energy. He might not have realised at the time how toxic this karmic energy was going to be. But there's always a reason, and divine always lines it up perfectly, even though we don't understand at the time. You just think, why did this happen to me? Oh, you are always given the answer. Okay. I'm going to get a message from heaven. It's a piece of a drop of water on my card. It's a 3 of Swords. This heart is seeping poison, guys. It's not even a complete heart. It looks like it's been torn at, ripped at. The message from heaven is, stand up for what you know is right. We are supporting you. Card number 27. Sometimes it can be difficult to speak your mind, especially if others disagree. For your own peace of mind, it's important that you share your own truth and that others listen. Your loved ones will back you up. We are proud of you for sharing your thoughts in challenging situations. Sometimes it can be difficult to speak your mind, especially if others disagree. Well, this person here has her own little clan going on of supporters. For your own peace of mind, it's important that you share your own truth. So, peace of mind, this is a very toxic, narcissistic mind, a vicious. So for them to find their own peace of mind, it's important that they share their own truth and that others listen. Your loved ones will back you up. We are proud of you for sharing your thoughts in challenging situations. This could be a whole family turning against the divine masculine. It really does dispense. Something about dispensing gossip. Malicious, slanderous talk. That's all it is. Let's get another one. Is that where the squirrel was up there? Go out and plant new life seeds, sow for your future. 23. Is that dandelion now? Guys, I want to say, if you do feel this, you can state prevent, protect. So ask Divine for prevention and protection. 23. Make sure you're blowing on those dandelions, sending your dreams out there. Don't stop dreaming and wishing. If you want the future to be different, then you have to act in a different way. Even if you want more of the same, you need to invest energy in what is to come. Whatever you give out will come back to you threefold. So you keep sending out your wishes, because this karmic energy is just sending out bad karma. The karmic's trying to deliver karma. It's going to come back to her threefold. That's why I feel it's so much about calming yourself, Divine Feminine. You don't want to be attracting karma into your life, not bad karma anyway. Okay. The person you work on today is the person you become tomorrow. Your loved ones remind you, study, learn, grow, create your future with the work you put in today. We're here to help you. I feel this other feminine needs help. This karmic energy. And we've got continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. What the fuck is going on here? It's such a back and fro energy. The giving and receiving. You could be tempted, Divine Feminine, if you get into a bit of a slanging match. You might be prepared to give as much as what you get. 43. I'll tell you a good film to watch. To explain this, I watched Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, and how he tells the bouncers to deal with the challengers. Be nice. Ask them to leave, but be nice. And if they refuse, then guide them to the door, but be nice. Just be nice. Well, be nice until you no longer have to be nice. And when will that be? You'll know. Okay? Be nice. So, 43. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. Training, lessons, classes, courses and exams. Read, listen and learn. We never stop growing, and even the most educated of us are learning new things every day. And this is a new experience. This is a new divine love that's coming to our world, guys. We're going to have to pay particular attention to how we respond to these new challenges. Each of us has our own individual skills and abilities. We are all unique. Everyone is good at something, so if you're not sure what your skills are, keep looking. Your loved ones are proud of your efforts to keep learning and growing. They say, we support your continued striving to learn new things. We are proud of your growth. I'm moving away from these cards. Okay. Wasn't what I was expecting on the table, guys. At all. I had not got wind of this energy being active today. But you kind of knew it was in the wind, didn't you? Yes. Okay. You knew there was a storm brewing somewhere. It wasn't going to be that easy, was it, Divine Feminine? Let's have a look at what the angels and ancestors want to say, and I'm not sure who we're talking to. The Knight. Be brave and honest. I feel like we're talking to the Divine Masculine here. Okay. Do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. He looks a little bit tired, battered. He's got that rose there as well. The knight is a knight in shining armour, dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, he is the protector. He is a protector of the Holy Grail, and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you. Whether you are male or female, that energy is within you. His sword and armour show he is courageous and strong, but if you look closely, let's come really close. But if you look closely, you will see he has a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. It's a sad, sad situation. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you need to stand for. It doesn't say that, it says and what you stand for. Okay. You are being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there's opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Interesting. If you've made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them. And then no one has anything on you, divine masculine, divine feminine. The only time they've got something on you is if you haven't learnt the lesson. Otherwise you can just laugh and just say, yes, I've done that. Yes, I was that person. I'm not that person anymore. So you've forgiven yourself. Okay, you admit. You take responsibility for your past. We all have a shady, secret past that, when we look back, we're not particularly proud of. But that's part of the cycle of life and our lessons. You have to forgive yourself for that. But you have to do the work to kind of go, yes, that was a version of me once upon a time. And that version was still, it could still be there, reside within you. But that's about you finding balance. And that's about being a self-actualized person. Understanding your light and dark side, what you are capable of being, doing, and choosing the light rather than the dark. This card also brings justice. Okay, we've already read this part. Should we read it again? This card also brings justice. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Big message. Let's get another one. Who are we speaking to now? The lady. Divine feminine. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labour. You didn't come this far just to come this far, guys, okay? That's what the karmic feels. She didn't become this angry to just let it go. It looks like she's going to have some follow through. But Divine Feminine, you haven't been studying and learning and developing yourself, becoming more aware of who you are and your purpose here, this lifetime. Okay? Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labour. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady known as the Empress in the traditional tarot is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is an abundant, bountiful and creative being. No wonder why this karmic energy is jealous and envious of you. Okay. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram. Can't make this shit up, can you? Which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Picked up on the pentagon. There's the Divine Masculine. Fertility, growth and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. And the lady has arrived in the Divine Masculine's life. They're not together. That's what she yearns for. Okay. Let's just reread that part. Yet she is the representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord, the Divine Masculine. Okay. Fertility, growth and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life, and this karmic energy knows that the two of you are going to be very happy. Okay, and she's pissed off. All the seeds you have planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you are making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She would help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. Who's supporting the Divine Feminine? Nature. Joy, this highest energy of all. Nature. Giving and receiving. Your inhalations, exhalations. Maybe this one's just been masked up too much. It's got a bit toxic. I don't know. It's where the Divine Feminine, she's just been breathing in this, if not more than ever, breathing in this fresh air into her lungs. Okay. Should we get one more? I feel it might be for this other feminine, this karmic energy. Troublemaker. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. No, it's like this is the Divine Masculine protecting the Divine Feminine from this karmic energy. Father Sky is here. Trust in the unknown. Said that you were protected by Divine. If you felt that your spiritual path was being questioned or interfered with, then relax and let Divine protect you. Father Sky. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. Father Sky is the name the Native Americans and many other indigenous tribes have given to God. Okay, God. So this card represents universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Father Sky personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. Definitely there's protective energy coming in. You're being warned, Divine Feminine, but you're not going to be given details of the extent of what might be trying to get to you. Okay, so you're being protected from that. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. Okay. Who's going to speak now? A sacred destiny. Oh, I felt like that's what we're going to call the reading. A sacred destiny. A 52 card deck to discover the landscape of your soul. Success. Tropical jungle. Tropical jungles are some of the richest and most successful habitats on our planet. They have incredible diversity, a multitude of plant varieties and animal inhabitants. They are dense with life force that is rapidly growing and rapidly changing. The lushness of their vegetation is essential to the ecological health of the earth. In many ways, the success of the planet depends on the rainforest. We had some rain. These areas are called the lungs of the planet. Interesting. The planets absorb carbon dioxide, produce oxygen, and help reduce the impact of worldwide climate change. In addition, thousands of plant and animal species that may have medical properties have yet to be discovered. What's with the squirrel? I said I didn't know much about squirrels. He was out there. It's like a tropical rainstorm. That's what it was like. Well, you saw. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Satisfaction, contentment and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to open. Being in a state of gratitude for the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts and make deals. Good fortune will ensue. Good fortune will ensue. Rumi. what's going on? And I said, you don't need to know, really, what's going on behind the scenes. Just be aware. That all will be well. Okay, Rumi, can we finish off this reading, please? Guys, if you'd like to book your own Celtic Cross reading, I have an offer on at the moment. They're £25. The messages are rather awesome. Email me, details in the description box, if you want to take advantage and book yourself in one of those readings. We've got card number 14, Let Love Transform. Let love transform. It wants to. Our world wants it to. Okay. 14. Wow. Opened up straight to it, and it's the only page that has like writing on it. Above all else, I trust love. Let love transform. Let's have some drink. Yes. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. It did go out there. Speak to the squirrel. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We are able to remain always in the heart. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless. In a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead trust that it will be magnificent, perfection. Sorry, someone's outside. It's like a pale blue, the clothing. They're like at the other side of the gate, but they were walking past. They paused. What's going on in there? Love. Okay. So your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time, when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps you might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I'm happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Sacred honouring ritual. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am Love Zone. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. Above all else, I trust love. Wow. There you have it. Have yourself a fantastic Saturday, guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.